You are standing in your driveway. You see the garage door in front of you. You take a step back and you run into it full force. Bam! You fall back, you fall down, you get up, and you do it again. Bam! You fall back, and you do it again, and again, and again. You do it 50 times. That is what a professional football player feels after each game. Imagine doing that every Sunday for 18 weeks. Andrew Luck was the quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. He played for them for 7 seasons. And in that time, he had several concussions. He had a tear in his throwing shoulder, a lacerated kidney, a lacerated abdomen, torn cartilage in 2 ribs. At the age of 29, at the very height of his career, he retired. He said that the mental and physical toll of this game that he loved was too much for him. He walked away from $58 million. Andrew Luck used human wisdom to make the wise choice to walk away from something that was damaging him. He stopped crashing his body against the garage door. In the Bible readings today, they talk about God's divine wisdom. God using his divine wisdom to guide us so that with his help, we can make the proper choices in our lives. We can stop crashing against that garage door. In the first reading, it says that this wisdom is the most important choice that we can make. In the gospel, a man runs up to Jesus, kneels in front of him, and says, "Lord, I want to follow God. How can I do it? How can I follow God?" And Jesus says to him simply, "Love your neighbor." The man says, "Oh, I have been doing that since I've been a child." But Jesus knows this man. He loves him, and he wants the best for him. And Jesus knows that this man is very sincere. He's very well-meaning. But he also knows that this man has been crashing his body against the garage door his entire life. It's because for this man, it is his possessions and not loving his neighbor, which is the most important thing. Then Jesus gives him divine wisdom to guide his life. Jesus says to him, "If you really, really want to follow me, then you will give everything away." we hear what happens. This man is attached to his possession, to his riches, to crashing his body against that garage door. He turns down God's wisdom for his life. He walks away from it. Where in your life have you been crashing against that garage door continually? What are the areas in your life? Andrew Luck was a professional athlete, a quarterback, but he used human wisdom to make the wise choice in his life. God, though, provides us with his wisdom, his divine wisdom, to guide us in our lives if we ask him, because God then can help us to make the best choices, the wisest choices in our lives. God truly loved that rich man. He reached out to help him. He gave him divine wisdom, and the man refused it. But God does the same thing with our lives. He offers us that divine wisdom. What does it look like if we stop crashing our bodies against the garage door and turn to God's wisdom? And I got to tell you, after all that jumping around up here, I have to go on injury reserve now. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.